Hello viewers, welcome to another video for the channel, and in this video I'll be speaking about YouTube versus TikTok in terms of monetization and in terms of I don't know if you're interested, but probably that's why you're here. But let's say for one, this is not a promoting video, neither am I getting sponsored by YouTube or TikTok, definitely not. But though there are other streaming platforms like Twitch, you can note that down if you want to do gaming streams and so on. But don't really mind the microphone in my hand. It's just based on my angle. I don't really have somewhere to rest it, so I find that angle is the best angle for me at the current moment. But let's see, you want to do streaming or you want to do videos and so on. But I will speak about streaming, but it goes both ways. Now, Twitch is more about streaming, so I'll not be speaking about Twitch. But from a difficulty point of view, I'll go TikTok being the easiest to earn revenue, and YouTube will be in between, just before Twitch. And let's see, you do content like skits, jokes. That's the content that actually trend quicker. That's the content, unlike news and so on, that actually you have to be creative. You can't just find that anywhere. You have to be creative. But like I said, I'm speaking about gaming and streaming for gaming. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to actually stream from your computer, from your Xbox or your PlayStation. They'll just say from your console on the whole. And this is quite easy, but I'm going to give the methods. Now, I want to keep this video nice and short because I always say I'm going to be consistent, and I'm not, because come on, like, who doesn't play Warzone with friends? It's more important than sitting on a camera and speaking. Yeah. But regardless, let's see, for TikTok on the whole, you need 10,000 followers and join the TikTok creators program. And from there, you can actually create content and get paid by TikTok. But there are other ways that TikTok actually pay you. And though TikTok takes sometimes more than 50% of what you actually earn, especially from TikTok live streaming, you still earn something, even though TikTok is not a platform where you have to really invest to earn. It's quite simple. The most you have to probably invest is your personality and your time. And it's quite simple. At least if you make a US dollar a day just being on TikTok, having funny friends, or like chilling, you have nothing to do, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just an example. But let's talk about the requirements for YouTube. For YouTube, to get monetized on YouTube, Google requires you to have 1,000 subscribers, or in some countries, they ask for 500 subscribers, but you require 4,000 watch hours or 10 million views on shorts. So it's quite hefty. If you're not talented, it's quite a lot. Now, let's say you take a risk with YouTube and you say, okay, you're going to buy some equipment and so on. You're going to start a YouTube gaming channel, and I'm going to focus on gaming right now. The next video will be about, like I just said, how to stream your games from your console on TikTok. And I'm going to see it's all about TikTok right now, but you can also do it for YouTube also. And it's quite easy for stream, especially if you have an Xbox. If you have Twitch, Xbox can really just simply just stream on Twitch immediately. But let's continue the video. Let's say you want to go ahead with YouTube. How long would it take for you to actually get monetized? It took me probably like 3 years. I was not consistent, as you guys can see from my last video to this one. I was really not consistent. I don't think I still I'm trying. At least give me a W for that though. But I'm not so consistent, and let's see, you want to do that and you can try. Some people are actually consistent, but some people actually still fail. Some people actually give up. And 3 years is quite a lot. You have a little passion for it, you try something. Some people are actually lucky. Now, let's say you want to post shorts only. You have to emphasize on either one. Your short views will not count and will not be added to your watch hour views. So you have to be really mindful of that. And the onus is on you to know what you actually want. Now, this is it for YouTube. That's all I'm going to say about YouTube. You have to be really lucky or really creative to make good content for YouTube. You have to edit a lot. Some people say they don't want to go to do YouTube because they're not good at editing, they're not good at making thumbnails. You don't need all that for TikTok. And like I said, I am not advertising TikTok, but I'm telling you what works good for me. A lot of people are moving from YouTube, watching stuff on YouTube, to being on TikTok. And even little babies to like 2 years. I have a 2-year-old nephew, a 3-year-old now, and from the age I just mentioned earlier, 2 years, he was on TikTok and he'll just scroll, scroll, scroll. TikTok have age-sensitive content for kids, unlike shorts for YouTube. He used to be on YouTube, but now he's more on TikTok. You see more based on the content he wants. It's just like any advertising backend program. It really checks your analytics, what you watch. It gives you the content that you're actually interested in. It then gives you something probably a little bit new, but if you skip it quick, you don't have enough watch seconds on it, it'll not give you that kind of content. Now that's how it works. When you are on TikTok, for example, um, you have box battles, you have single one-on-one battles, you have your friends know about it, you meet people, some people just join your live all of a sudden. Like, unlike Twitch, you get 1-2 people join your live, majority of them are bots. YouTube, you have to be really lucky to see who's on YouTube watching. Gaming, people don't really stay for gaming on YouTube like that. YouTube is still big though, it's still big, you still get paid. And the thing about it is that most content creators, they don't only post content or the same content on one platform, but they post on many, because many is categorized as more income streams. So TikTok, you have all those little things like box battles and so on, and simple as that. If you start posting content and you create an account, you verify your account, simple, just by verifying your email or verifying your ID, show that you're an adult. Sometimes you can simply just start posting content, probably do gaming, screen record it, just record it, post it, or get highlights on YouTube with an auto cut. You post it on your I think I said YouTube a while ago, I mean TikTok. You post it on your TikTok where you got your auto cuts, and then you add your little tags, your little hashtag FYP, hashtag code, hashtag Warzone, hashtag bodycam, Red Dead Redemption, whichever you want, hashtag gym, anything, NBA, and that's how it works. So whatever works for you. If it's not about gaming and you're walking your dog and your dog does stuff like catch frisbees or whatever, or swimming, whatever, backflips, hashtag dog, hashtag pets. People love pets though. And as simple as that, I find pet content make much is more attractive than gaming content, because people around the world just love pets. And simple as that, you can just have a network that's building. You become popular, you get 10,000 followers on TikTok, you join the program, where the TikTok creators program. Yeah, I was trying to remember the name though. And as simple as that, you in. You start posting more content and you actually get money per RPM, per 1,000 views. And it's as simple as that. Unlike YouTube, like I said, it requires quite a bit, but it's also a very good platform. Both of them are platforms where you actually get paid, even when you're not active. You see, when you enter these little programs and so on, the TikTok agency program, you try your best to get 10,000 followers. Just a secret, some people can buy followers though. Same for YouTube, some people can buy subscribers, and but you can't buy watch hours that easily though. You don't know who's coming, and that's the issue. But let's say you do this thing legitly, and because it's not healthy to buy followers or subscribers, and I'm not encouraging it. This video is for educational purposes only. But let's say you have those requirements on TikTok and on also YouTube, or either or. No matter if you're there or not, your content will still get views. No matter if you're dead, it will still get views, and it will still build revenue. It will constantly build revenue. And these are two platforms where it is also sensitive, where you can also lose your monetization. And there's not much else I can mention for that video. It's that simple. I recommend, from my opinion, if you're going to go into content creation, also make TikTok your number one priority, and then post that same content if it's short, which is a minute, or if it's short videos. Most likely, if it's a short video like a minute, also post it on YouTube Shorts. So go ahead with YouTube Shorts. If it's longer videos, post it on YouTube. Make compilations to add to YouTube. Post it on these two platforms. It will really help. But TikTok is not paying me for saying this, but it's the way to go. Though TikTok takes more than 50% of your earnings, especially in live streams, they still pay you if you're a content creator and you're under the TikTok creators program. They pay you, and nevertheless, you there or not, you still get revenue. TikTok battles, for example, I will mention TikTok King. Look at that. You can get probably more than 500 US dollars in 2 hours of streaming, and that's quite a bit. You can see what's happening. You can look up TikTok King on TikTok and find the right TikTok King, and you can see he is everywhere. And I'm just using him as an example. There's many different boxes you can enter, and probably be lucky to enter that box and be lucky. Or you can also just have battles, sign up for battles from different groups and so on, different friend groups, different agencies, and then advertise, and you're in there. Friends come support you, and it's quite a very expensive thing to be doing on TikTok, where I'm referring to gifting, but it's also where most people make a living from gifting and so on, and you don't really require to give. Some people are gifters, some people are tickers. Unfortunately, they make so much and they don't give back, they don't gift back, and that's kind of how it is. It's a win or lose for some people, and it's a win for some people, it's a lose for some people. It's a loss. But that's generally it for this video. So hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll be showing you how to stream on YouTube and on TikTok, but mainly for TikTok from your PC. So I'm streaming a game from my console, and I'm going to stream it on TikTok. That's not something that most people is actually able to do, but there's so many different ways you can do it. It's quite simple, and I'll give you the two methods that work best for me. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you later.